Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be making a pot of vegetable beef soup. So I have about a tablespoon of olive oil in a big pot. This is a 7-quart pot. And I have about 1.5 pounds of stew beef that I've cut into small pieces. Just going to add that to my pot. And I'm going to let this brown for about 5 minutes until all the sides are brown. Okay, once the stew beef has browned, I'm going to remove that, put that in a bowl, and set it aside. And to the same pot, I have 1 diced onion. This was about a medium-sized onion. I add that to my pot. And I have 4 cloves of garlic that I've chopped very fine. And I'm just going to let this cook for about 3 minutes, just until the onions get soft. Once the onions are soft, I'm going to add 4 cups of beef broth. I'm using low sodium beef broth. And I'm going to add 2 cups of water. And then I'm going to add 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And about 3 ounces of tomato paste. Instead of this, if you like tomatoes, you could use diced tomatoes or whole tomatoes. We don't like chunky tomatoes. That's why I'm using the tomato paste and tomato sauce. And I'm just going to give that a quick stir. Once that's well incorporated, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of thyme, and 1 teaspoon of parsley. Then I have 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. If you used beef broth that has salt in it, I would leave the salt out. But 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 bay leaves. Give that a good stir. Then I'm going to add my vegetables in. I have 3 potatoes that I've diced up. 3 stalks of celery. And 4 carrots that I've chopped into small pieces. And I have about a cup of green beans. These are fresh green beans, so I'm going to add them now. If you were using frozen or canned, you would wait and add those later. And I'm going to add my stew beef back into the pot. Give that a stir. Then I'm just going to I'm going to cover it and let it simmer on low for about 45 minutes until the vegetables have gotten tender. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes and our soup has been simmering. I'm going to add 1 cup of frozen corn. And 1 cup of peas. Now you can use whatever kind of vegetables you like in this soup. Whatever you have left over, you could use. I'm just going to let this simmer for about another 10 to 15 minutes until the peas and corn are done. And we'll be ready to eat. Okay, our soup is done and it smells amazing. This is super easy to make and only 1 pot. I hope you give it a try. Please consider subscribing to our channel and share with your family and friends who you think might enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join me on the next one.